So I know I'm not supposed to come on here and tell y'all I was right, but I was right. That man was trying to save his child. He ran, which if he was thinking I think he kind of thought, and it's just my thinking, he thought by running that way that the car was either not going to be hit because of whatever. But in all candor, and I hate to be Mr. Hindsight Plays 2020, it's possible. And then, because we haven't seen it in HD, it is possible that he should have just kept on running the other way, and unfortunately just took those bullets right then and there and ran in zigzags because that's typically the best way to run. But I think that he ran away initially by the car. I don't think he thought that the bullets were going to hit his daughter or anything like that. I think he thought they was probably shooting too high to hit his daughter. I do not believe, once again, and y'all try to say, oh, he was targeted, the kid was targeted. That video clearly shows that he 100%, or that the shooters, in my opinion, y'all can disagree, that they didn't target the little girl. They targeted him. Nobody came back to the car and finished the little girl off. I know that's morbid to say, but there's the original video I had did, because I just got this information. And I'm going to show y'all because I think it's important. And I think the messaging that I had was far more important in that video. So I'm going to show y'all the original video that I did. And this is one of the reasons why we wait. Meaning why the visionaries wait, why we don't just come out originally and just go off and do stuff. And I'm not sending shots at anybody. I'm really not. There's people who believe that whatever they want to believe about me, that I don't, whatever, with whomever and stuff like that. But it's weird because I could take punches, but when I give them back, it's an issue. But that right there is for sure a shot. But what I'm saying before that shot I just took wasn't meant for anybody. It's just a general thing as to how we do business. So I had to show y'all that. But I'll reveal to y'all the original video I was going to put up on the Clips channel because I think it's very poignant and very important that I do this.
He hit a lick of some peas and he didn't blow it up. The Mexicans was cartel. Yayo ain't give a fuck. Just told me if they get the drops on them, they better click and bust. Famous in the hood, so he called his click hood fame. Lil Ronnie and Coon Pappy. Understood. Damn. Streets of Fort Worth, you go to war for you.
I have to show y'all that because what the streets of Fort Worth is saying is that the cartel has something to do with it. But you know what I'll do for y'all? I'll reveal the actual truth. Let's go. For immediate release. Media release. Forest Hill Police Department investigating capital murder. Date, March 3rd, 2025. Time, 10:45 a.m. Location, 6500 block of Forest Hill, Texas. Incident, shooting investigation. Victim, 130-year-old male, deceased, pending identification. Victim 2, 5-year-old female, deceased, pending identification. Forest Hill Police Department investigating double homicide, capital murder, Forest Hill, Texas. On March 3rd, 2025, at approximately 10:45 a.m., Forest Hill Police were dispatched to a shooting incident at a local car wash in the 6500 block of Forest Hill Drive. Upon arrival, officers began providing life-saving measures to 2 victims, but tragically, both were pronounced dead at the scene. The victims have been identified as a 30-year-old black male and a 5-year-old female. Preliminary investigation revealed that 2 suspects described as black males wearing blue jeans and gray sweaters exited a white 4-door Kia and approached the victim's vehicle, which was stationary in a bay at the car wash. The suspects opened fire on the victims before fleeing the scene. The Texas Rangers are spearheading this investigation with the assistance of Forest Hill Criminal Division, Fort Worth Police Department, Everman Police Department, Kendall Police Department, and Tarrant County Sheriff's Police Department. This marks the 4th and 5th reported homicide for Forest Hill compared to 0 last year. Active warrant. A suspect has been identified in connection with this incident and is an active capital and has, I'm assuming, because an active capital murder warrant has been issued. Oh, all right. I see what they just did there. Currently, we're not ready to release the suspect's name as the investigation continues. Anyone with identification about this incident or the suspect whereabouts can contact the Forest Hill Police Department's Criminal Investigation Division at 817-531-5250, option 5, or by email at policeinvestigations@Forest Hill, Texas. Please reference report number 25 FPD 01831. David Hernandez, Chief Police, Forest Hills. The common belief is that the cartel did it. That's what everybody who's been hitting my inbox talking and saying stuff and everything like that. And then even the freestyle gets incredibly insane because, boy, he's spitting some bars. Don't get it mixed up or confused. And I'm not putting any onus on Twisted Black because he actually knows something. But, bruh, the people who did it look just like him. So, more than likely, like I told y'all, somebody got around that corner and did the blitzing. I know that sounds messed up to say and everything like that, but they will be caught soon. See, one of the things that is so underrated about states down south is how stupid a lot of people who ain't never been south don't know how it go. See, everybody gets money from the feds, right? Everybody has police departments and budgets, right? Okay. Work with me. Nobody likes to be robbed. Nobody likes to be killed, obviously. And nobody likes stuff stolen from them. So as time progresses and goes forward, we get cameras everywhere. When we looked at the Julio Fulio murder, we had no idea that them Teslas was going to be recording in 4K. Zero idea. So more than likely, what's going to end up happening is it's going to be some people from either quote unquote rival gang, even though Get Money was not no freaking Get Money Lil Ronnie, or y'all want to call him Hood Fame Lil Ronnie, whichever one. I just know him as Get Money Lil Ronnie, but I guess that's the old stuff and stuff like that, where basically the people that are quote unquote affiliated with him and do business with him, it might have something to do with that crap. I don't know. But the implication that was given was so prophetic that you would have thought it was crazy. Because I'll play the rest of the song at the end, don't get me wrong. But even when people who are supposed to be in these grand positions and stuff like that, we had to learn how to withhold and show patience and stuff like that because individuals depend on us. And for anybody who was in the comments talking about, bro, why are you showing this and showing that and everything? It's because I want you guys to understand. Who do you want to tell the story? Who? Would you rather Fox 4 tell the story? You guys are mad at me, right? This is like this small a minority, but I feel as though I had to address these morons. And you guys are upset at me for doing what exactly? Would you rather people who don't look like us tell the story? Would you rather people who ain't never been to Frisco, ain't never been to Fort Worth, ain't never been to Dallas, ain't never been to Plano, ain't been to none of these spaces, none of these places, none of this stuff? Hell, ain't even been up to freaking Anna, Texas, or none of this crap, ain't been up to Denton, know nothing about it? The 35 West, the 35 East, the 35 in general, the 20, the 30. Would you like for me to go on further? I'm not one of those people. The mainstream media has a rule. If it bleeds, it leads. So it's best we tell our story. You want to know why people came to that video that I put out? Because of the education. Because you can watch this with your son, with your daughter that are way younger than you. Your nephew who's 20, 30 years old can relay this to a 50, 60-year-old. I'm the conduit for all of you. I speak the words that I know that y'all want to speak, but sometimes as people, we either are too private to admit it, ain't articulate enough to speak it, which means our slang doesn't matriculate to the East Coast or to the West Coast or to the South or to the Midwest or to Central America. That's just what happened. So it is what it is. Too private to admit it. Ain't articulate enough to even speak it. Or the worst part about it, we don't even think about it. We just do because we're caught up in the whirlwind of life. If you still dislike me for what I put out and stuff like that, I cannot get upset with you. If you want to call me all type of names and everything like that, I will not get upset with you. But what I would tell you is, who would you rather? I played a long role. I played a patient role. When the stuff came out about Angie, I didn't want to put it out. I was asked to do that by somebody who knows Angie Stone real well. Real well. I won't say how. But this. Subscribe, turn the bell, stay notified, and share to keep your people aware. If you ain't rock with
my little nigga had a death wish, kept it in his left wrist. 45 Glock with a beam, he a fool with it. Always kept a tool with it, way back in school with it. Teacher used to say dying early, got attitude. He used to say, my nigga, you's a gangster, we ain't mad at you. Doing what you gotta do, smile and show his gratitude. The time fly fast on the streets and we done growed up. A nigga hit a lick with some peas and he done blowed up. The Mexicans was cartel, Yayo ain't give a fuck. Just told me if they get the drops on them, they better click and bust. Famous in the hood, so he called his click hood fame. Lil Ronnie and Coon Pappy, niggas understood game. Streets of Fort Worth, you go to war for your turf. Screw up the score first, let it off a short burst. But the Mexicans he took from was soldiers, immortal. Niggas had the blood like they were getting it through a portal. They used to fuck around with Hermes the guy, buddy a hothead. Hermes kept the block fed, Tongo, but he fuck with niggas. CDC baby, S.A. known to get him up with niggas, but he ain't really going for nothing. This shit gon' end bad. I can feel it like a wind draft. Somebody set up Solo Lucci, tried to get him stuck up. Shot and left him scuffed up. A Solo off that south, and that south side be throwing seeds. All this shit keep coming back to Yayo when he stolen P's. Yayo sold the P's to CJ, that's Bugatti partner. Heard he went to H-Town and broke him down with softball. PB wanna stretch both them niggas like a chiropractor. Big plugged in Dallas, but Lil Daddy is a bad actor. Me, I'm just the OG. All these niggas know me. 30 years fed to knock my get down the low speed. I can see the blood spilling way before they start killing. I hope my little nigga can make it out alive, God willing. Yayo, he ain't ducking nothing. The cartel sucker punched him. Really think CJ set up to play for a couple of them. They caught him up in hot dotties without papping Lil Ronnie. People saying he up to his first. That my nigga for you. Took him down trigger clutches. All this shit stem from nothing. Even in the streets, the stiffest niggas gotta be in for something. There's always gonna be somebody that play harder than you play. Bullet killed the shooter and the victim. That's a two-way. Jail, every nigga that you're praying for a new day. Hoping that a guard don't put a hole off in their toothpaste. And every name I mention out of Fort Worth, they rap niggas. Probably never heard of them, probably never will. They don't want to work together and try to push to get a deal. Nobody passing the pill trying to make an action real. Y'all keep missing shots, my tongue out, I'm about to steal. Telling stories that connect with how street niggas feel. Who can press one brick in the two the way I do? Fool with the pistol when his wrist work like a typhoon. Me, that's cool. I know you recognize the Scarface line. Ain't trying to preach, just want to spark their grind. It's street life and really hard. You got to play within the rules. Get it in and get.
Y'all ready? Everybody? The safety of the general public is our first concern. Forest Hill community, please be rest assured that that was the case with this incident. As civic leaders, it's our responsibility to make sure we have competent and knowledgeable staff in place. We are confident the employees acted quickly in this incident, as with all incidents. I want to thank all first responders, law enforcement agencies, and all staff for their hard work during this incident. With our partner law enforcement agencies, we will continue to work on this investigation until justice is served. Our heartfelt condolences go out to the family, to our community, because everyone was affected. Please continue to pray for us.
Good afternoon. David Hernandez, Chief of Police for Forest Hill. First off, I want to thank you for being here today and apologize for the reschedule from yesterday. But I want you to understand that our approach is to have fact-finding, to have facts for our community. There's a lot of information out there in social media, so we were receiving a lot of that information, so we had to make sure that we had the right information. It was a shocking event from North Texas. I won't speak on the details of the investigation, okay? But what I can share is we lost two victims, a father and a daughter who was 5 years old, to this event, to this tragedy. On March the 3rd at 10:40 in the morning, Forest Hill officers were dispatched to the 6500 block of Forest Hill Drive, reference shooting. Our officers arrived and began life-saving measures, but both victims were pronounced dead at the scene. My first press release that I put out, I shared that we had identified a suspect vehicle. We had identified two suspects in the incident. And now we've identified the two cowards who took the lives of these innocent people. We have public enemy number one, Adonis Robinson, who is also a registered sex offender. Public enemy number two, Jacoby Russell, who's on the run. They're scared, they're cowards, they're hiding. We ask the public, please, you know where they're at? Let us know. This investigation started on Monday. The Texas Rangers have been our primary investigators. Our Forest Hill CID unit has been assisting. But I wouldn't be here standing today if it wasn't for the Fort Worth Police Department. I want to thank them because their efforts, their officers, their assistance has been instrumental from the minute the call came in. From the minute the call came in, they started working. They have not stopped. We also had the Everett Police Department who assisted in crime control, in crime scene control, and crowd control. It wasn't enough. You were out there. We had to call Tarrant County Sheriff's Department. We had to call the Tri-County Auto Theft Task Force. We had to call Mansfield. We had to call Cannondale. It was a large scene, and we needed the help, and the resources came pouring in, and I want to thank them all. We're aware of the video that was leaked online. We urge the public to refrain from sharing it. I want to urge the public, just the way you saw that video, and you know where they're at, then please call 911. Let us know where they're at. I encourage anyone with information, please, if you want to stay anonymous, 513-713-2222 Call Crime Stoppers. Let them know. Give them enough information so we know that our community is safe and our police officers are responding are safe. In closing, I want to reaffirm to the community that we will hold criminals accountable. We're not going to allow them to come in here and think that they can get away with it. Para la comunidad hispana, el 3 de marzo hubo un evento que impactó